Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff issues personal update as special company eases Wimbledon pain. As much as Wimbledon has turned out to be an event of upsets for many top-seeded players, it was a forgettable experience for Coco Gauff. The 2025 French Open, who just won her maiden Suzanne Lenglen Trophy last month, failed to move past the first round on grass. But now it seems the world number 2 has put the setback behind her as she starts to embrace life again. And what could be better than to do it with your close ones, right? On the eve of America's historic day, Gauff just spent some amazing moments with dear ones, feeling joy and pride for her country. Just hours ago, Gauff put out a story where she can be seen posing candidly with a group of friends. The initial clip was posted by Kamadi Yasmin, who's a close friend of hers. Reacting to it, the 2024 WTA Finals winner simply reshared it on her account. They can be seen having a good time together. But guess what? This latest update comes from the 21-year-old a day after she immersed herself into the occasion of her country's Independence Day on July 4th. Not to mention a very, very special person also joined her in the celebrations. It was none other than her boyfriend Jalen Sarah. More than a day ago, Gauff shared a string of Instagram stories on her account. Returning home, just in time for the American Independence Day, she initially posted a still from beachside. In the background, the track Heaven is a Home could be heard. It provided a sense of calmness following what happened at the Wimbledon. Then in the next story, she was spotted diving deeper into the celebration mode, enjoying the fireworks as Lana Del Rey's national anthem played in the background. But she wasn't the only one witnessing this moment. Her boyfriend Sarah also posted the same images as Gauff on his IG account, mirroring her. This moment together must have felt like healing for Gauff more than anything, especially after succumbing to a straight-set defeat against Ukraine's Diana Yastremska in the first round at the Grass Major. The latter beat her with a scoreline of 7-6, 7-3, 6-1. But do you know what? It seems Gauff's fate was already foreshadowed at the Wimbledon even before she stepped on the court. How? Former icon reveals why Coco Gauff was doomed to lose Wimbledon first round. During a recent episode of her podcast, ex-WTA pro Rennie Stubbs presented a key reason behind Coco Gauff's Wimbledon debacle. So did she lose because there was no time for enough preparations after her French Open glory? Maybe. But the actual cause might be something else. And what's that? Per Stubbs, it all just came down to matchup, while citing how she was shocked to know when Gauff was pitted against Yastremska in the women's draw. Explaining her point, the former Aussie icon said, "When you think about Yastremska, this is the biggest, worst matchup for Coco in the first round. Now, if Coco was confident coming in on grass, I still think that's a really hard matchup." Reflecting on what made the Ukrainian a formidable opponent over Gauff, Stubbs continued, "She's the 1, 2, 3 maximum punch player. Bang with the return, bang with the second shot, serve +1. She's not going to be a type of person that's going to rally for 6 or 7. And Yastremska's ability to maybe hit 5 great shots, that's very rare." While concluding her remarks, she reiterated, "It was just, so I talk about, yeah. Could she have had more time preparing? Could she have more matches in Berlin? Sure, but I think this comes down to straight up a bad matchup." With Wimbledon now behind her, Gauff would like to put all her focus on what's next. She will soon enter the US Open, where she's won 2 years ago. Do you think the world number 2 will make a solid comeback at the Flushing Meadows? Let us know in the comments below. Coco Gauff issues personal update as special company eases Wimbledon pain. Coco Gauff, 21-year-old tennis sensation, freshly crowned French Open champion, and a beacon of grace and ambition, found herself confronting an unexpected low this summer. Just weeks after lifting the Roland Garros trophy, she endured a heart-wrenching first-round upset at Wimbledon, falling to Ukraine's Diana Yastremska with a score of 7-6, 7-3, 6-1. The grass and her quick turnaround from Paris offered little mercy. In the post-match press room, tears surfaced as Coco revealed, "I was struggling. I feel like mentally I was a little bit overwhelmed with everything that came afterwards. I didn't feel like I had enough time to celebrate. and also get back into it. Her emotions echoed with authenticity, raw, human, and deeply relatable. 1. The weight of expectation. To understand the emotional burden Coco carried into Wimbledon, picture a sky-high tightrope. On one side, the exhilaration of victory in Paris. On the other, the lightning glare expectation at Wimbledon. The transition from clay to grass came with scant practice, just a stint in Berlin, leaving her unprepared for the subtle bounce and slick pace of grass courts. It was grit tested against grace. 2. A moment of vulnerability. Defeat is never easy, especially when streamed before the eyes of the world. Gauff's tears were not a sign of weakness, but strength. As she stood in that locker room, the fallen champion spoke out not against grass or luck, but against a deeper, human weakness. Yet within her vulnerability lay a core of resilience. She emphasized not dwelling on the mistake. Losing here in the first round isn't the worst thing in the world. Maybe it offers a chance to regroup before the U.S. Open. 3. The power of special company. Amidst the Wimbledon disillusionment, there emerged special company. Mentors, allies, and grounding encounters that helped quiet the inner turmoil. Family and fans. Gauff has always carried not just her racket, but the support of loved ones and younger fans, encapsulated by her ever-present toy Strawberry, a touchstone of home and hope. Talksport.com. This colorful emblem speaks volumes, reminding Coco that she's more than a player. She's a daughter, sister, role model. Business mentors. Off-court, Coco channeled her energy into business ventures, partnering with UPS and business coach Emma Greed to uplift small businesses like Classy Casita, Petrova Chocolates, and Anima Iris. These projects grounded her in purpose and perspective beyond tennis. She once said, "It's really cool to learn from someone like her. This will help me now and definitely in the long term." Frenemies turned friends. Perhaps most reassuringly, her former French Open rival Aryna Sabalenka reached out with an apology. Cool tensions captured in TikToks and emotional handshake moments. This powerful camaraderie she described as lighthearted, a release valve from competitive pressure. 4. Growth through setback. Coco's update was not a lament, but a blueprint for adaptation. She reflected, "I definitely learned a lot of what I would and would not do again. I might consider more grass court tournaments before Wimbledon next year, maybe Eastbourne or Bad Homburg." Her reflections brim with intention, pointing to tomorrow's adjustments and tomorrow's triumphs. 5. Looking ahead. Reset, refocus, reignite. With Wimbledon behind her, Coco has charted her path toward recovery. Emotional reboot. She's choosing narrative over failure. A reset button before the U.S. Open, not a defeat flag. Strategic prep. More grass court exposure is coming, and lessons learned will be codified. Life beyond tennis. Her mentorship role, aspiration to build a management firm, and business initiative reflect a maturity that transcends court lines. 6. Conclusion. Not defeat, but dedication. In issuing her personal update, Coco Gauff reframed the Wimbledon pain into a narrative of courage. She admitted overwhelm, yet embraced growth. She leveraged special company, family, business partners, and unlikely allies to reinforce her spirit. This wasn't a breakdown, but a breakthrough, a momentary glitch in her GPS, guiding her toward recalibration. She said it best, "I don't want to dwell on it." Instead, she's shifting her gaze forward. As Wimbledon fades, revitalized Gauff emerges, more experienced, more grounded, more resolute, and the court world waits for what comes next. After all, this is Coco, resilient beyond her years, ambitious inside her heart, and never defined by a single match.